Hey guys, if you are wondering why the heck we're here at Shelter now this is the third time I've played this on the series, I have some experience with it now. I love playing it so much, and I would like to do a full-on tutorial. Something very interesting is with each level, this background changes, so I will start in the main screen every time. And you can press continue even if you finished your round if it starts at level 5. Now, while we're going through here, I will explain the best strategy to keeping your little badger pups fed. You have little markings so you know which ones are which, and they actually get lightly colored like the cubs in Shelter 2. So you can just feed them in a specific order, and it will be pretty easy to keep track. And actually, how big the food is depends on how much hunger bars it gives to the little pups is how much it's like how big the piece of food is. And you don't have to stop by every little bit of food you have. It's just a good idea to stop by them often. And actually, you don't need to keep them away from the fire because it doesn't actually harm them. It just makes you seem vulnerable so that you do things that are probably not advised in the game, like run out while there's a hawk. Or go somewhere where there's like no food or something. That's kind of what Shelter 2 does as well. I'm always afraid of entering the swamp because, well, before the Mountain DLC came, because now Lonesome Fog is very rare. I was afraid of entering the pods after that one time because, fogs are super dangerous to travel in at night. Let's see. What I usually do is I start and go in a little thing around with them. Start at the left and then make my way to the right. Starting about here, I can go ahead apple down so that I have control of who gets it because I got here before they did. Now, do the next one. Now, I gotta be careful because the ones that I haven't eaten yet can drop at any time. And it's actually kind of difficult to tell with color because their skin just might naturally be that way. So you have to be kind of careful with that as well. You've also got to make sure that all of the pups are here. Well, pups. I don't exactly know what to call them. Call them what you like. Let's see. Alright, I can now use the arrow keys. Now, with the first part, while not all of your pups have been fed, you should stop at every place you can get to. Like every piece of food you can get. Try your best to, give the one who needs it most. The person who needs it most. Like, a person didn't need it, but they got it. Of course. Not very nice or good at all. You can do some exploring around each area and find every last bit of food. But when you're in danger, food is not top priority. I learned that the hard way because multiple times happenings have happened to my pups because I cared about food more than their safety. Even though they were technically getting kept safe with the food and stuff. I skipped this guy. Okay, let's keep going over here. When going into caves, you've got to be cautious because there might be a bear cave. I've never seen a bear or have entered one before, but you still gotta be careful because you never know. Everyone seems not very exploration game, but it is a little bit. You can find little secrets, and it's fun to find those a little bit. Yes. Unless they're a bad thing, which sometimes they are, other times they aren't. Run along, children. Gotta make sure that they're in the proper position, otherwise you might mistake them in order when they're not at all. Pick up the last. Uh-oh. Sometimes you can lose track of who ate and who didn't, but that's okay. It's totally fine. You just gotta make sure that they're all pretty well fed. They don't have to be 100% fed, but try to keep them not lightly colored as much as the first one in the very beginning. If they're good like that, then it's fine. Give me that frog! Give it to me. Thing is, I'm strict right-handed, so I have to have the controlling thing on the right side of the keyboard, which makes it very annoying sometimes when it comes to, like, yeah. And I was supposed to go this way. I'm not doing much of a good job myself as a teacher. Well, the one in the very middle of the formation may seem really pale, but they usually are fine. They're naturally pale. That doesn't mean you should feed him, because most of the time they starve because you misinterpret it for its usual color. It's a little good to run ahead of them so that you can get the apples down. But it's fine. It's totally okay to just, like, not. Okay? But if you let it be random, then sometimes things might starve a bit. When you grab the apple, if another apple tree is close, you have to run back so that they don't see it. And you can get to it easily, though. Now you've got to try your best to, as soon as one of them starts eating, you have to get to the next tree as fast as you can, like ASAP, because they'll be slowed down because they don't want to leave their friends behind. Now, it's not good to leave your friends behind, definitely, but, like, in survival, you kind of gotta do what you gotta do. These badgers are much considerate. When you start coming across more things like these, start hiding them in them more, because it usually means an eagle's gonna happen. He's trying to warn you before the major attack happens. Be careful, okay? Be very careful. Okay. And during an eagle attack thing, don't leave food out in the open. Pick it up and go somewhere else where it's not bad for them to stay in. It's just like death wish for your little pups. Because they'll go after it, most likely, and then that stuff will happen. Unlike when something bad is going on, your cubs in shelter 2 will not eat. They will eat. They are hungry, hungry babies. Don't trust any little birds or anything that you see to be me from baby. I've only been like on the main path, so you ever know what little secrets you could find? Little secrets ain't good. Leave the little mouses, you don't exactly need them. Nor do you need little foxes. Well, big foxes as meals. There's some behind. Do not panic. They're probably the hungriest. So it's actually good so that you 100% absolutely know. Now this is the one that you absolutely need to keep your pups fed. You absolutely have to. Especially by the end of it, because your little pups will be dropping like flies when you enter the next level because they will be not doing so good and sick because they have not eaten very well. So be careful, please, and catch as many foxes as you possibly can. Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Roll. Stop a little bit. Foxes are faster than you, apparently. Now don't spend your whole entire time chasing it, because they will lose hunger at this point. So it's not good. Very not safe. Just go around hunting and chasing foxes. Wouldn't you rather feed your little babies and give them a 100% good meal because you have to? Yes. Foxes feed all of your babies. So let them eat up. Eat up, children. Right. And it will be all good. From this point forward, you're probably going to know how to hunt foxes. So I'll leave the rest of hunting foxes to you. You will kind of have to learn how to do things by yourself a little bit, since you're only watching the screen. It's good when you have two apples. It's good to control at least one of them, and maybe not. It will be in the correct order for you. You have to poke around for food because you can't scent you like you can in Shelter. It's one of the things that a vegetarian may not have the ability to do. Because fruits don't really have scent. What just happened? Okay. When you hear very scary music and your pups not having a good time, check with yourself. Are you running too far ahead? If so, stop what you're doing immediately. They're all just gonna dance around one fruit and go back. They will follow mom, especially if they have food. They will not leave if you don't. Go ahead and feed the next person to get fed. And go right after this bit of food. Don't let your little children get distracted by food, though, because if you spoil them with food, then it might not end too well. When you hear something strangely ominous, even though the Shelter 1 music is already kind of ominous, and you hear even ominousor music, hide out in every single bush you can find. Because that will happen. If you can find any food, give it to the person who needs it. Someone does need it. And it might be one of your favorites. Make sure to be very careful. And if not everybody is in the loft that you go into first, go back because there's a glitch where sometimes they will spawn on top of or beside them because the spot is so narrow. If you have everybody, keep your head out. Wait a little bit. They do know your presence. You will come through. Because that's just what evil wants to do. It's very good not to get mixed around in this area. Because as long as you are, you won't be having a good time. And going places you shouldn't. If you hear them, that's good, but if they make a whimpering sound, then they're scared. Go in. They didn't see you. If they didn't see you, went along. If you found the secret entrance to the easy place, go for it. It's best for your little babies. Going through the safe zone is in fact safe. You're going to spot a log right next to a ginormous tree. You're going to have to go there. We aren't going to do much bad things. Okay. We aren't going to have much care for these little ones because they aren't, like, this isn't a serious series, so like we're good, okay? If you find any food, give it to the baby who needs it most. If you're lucky, a little bit will spawn right around here. Go in through here, and the luck will drop. This is the introduction to the next level, and the outro of this one. Now, it is nighttime, and you're in your new home. Okay, I hope you had a good day with, the tutorial. And I hope you had a good day today. And bye.